Ma'anshan City, founded in 1956 as a steel industry hub, has been deeply imbued with the poetry of Tang Dynasty poet Li Bai for over a millennium. Transitioning from a steel powerhouse to an ecological poetry city, it integrates the dual heritage of industrial civilization and poetic culture. This project targets 36 small-scale underutilized public spaces, total area 27.03 hectares, distributed across 11.8 square kilometers of the historic urban core. These primarily comprise three typologies: 8 public service gardens, school-adjacent, 14 community gardens, elderly, child-focused, and transit pocket gardens, street corner type. Despite possessing a natural landscape foundation of mountains, water, and greenery in the old urban area, it faces inefficient usage challenges, including fragmented layout, enclosed spaces, functional decline, and weak cultural identity. Therefore, the key challenges facing this project are as follows. 1. Ecological regeneration challenge. How to leverage the ecological foundation to systematically restore fragmented open spaces. 2. Socio-functional reactivation challenge. How to transform underutilized, enclosed spaces into highly accessible, open community vitality hubs. 3. Cultural scenographic synergy challenge. How to fuse millennia-old poetic culture with modern steel city ethos through localized memory reanimation and branded emotional connectivity. Establishing ecology as the foundation, daily life as the essence, and cultural heritage as the soul, this urban regeneration initiative transforms 36 underutilized plots in older urban districts into a symbiotic network. This is achieved through threefold innovations: centerization of ecological systems, networking of recreational spaces, and livingization of cultural IP. Through the implementation pathway of modular restoration gives corridor linkage, gives network integration. This initiative constructs an eco-regulatory network overlaying historic urban districts with the 2 mountains, 1 lake natural matrix. The outcome establishes a resilient ecological framework characterized by mountain-lake veins interwoven with micro-ecological capillaries, resolving urban flooding crises through 85% stormwater volume capture and 75% runoff pollutant removal rates. Using mountain water systems as ecological sources and small-scale pocket parks as stepping stones, this initiative employs over 60% native tree species combined with multi-layered vertical stratification to create 12 distinct habitat types. Kanle Garden integrates sponge experience facilities within rain gardens for experiential learning. Anxiang Garden establishes a classical-style Mung blossom collection as Ma'anshan Signature Plant Sanctuary, multi-sensory immersive experience. At Jushan and Yushan parks, seasonal aromatic corridors along circular trails attract insects, birds, creating sensory anchors for visual, auditory, olfactory memories. In Teen Garden in Pearl Plaza, harvested stormwater transforms into hydraulic soundscapes, enabling auditory engagement with nature. High accessibility and full coverage, centered on schools, communities, and transportation nodes, permeable greenways interlink pocket parks to establish a 5-minute accessibility circle while optimizing urban furniture configuration for green views from windows and park access upon stepping out. Open access framework, dematerializing boundaries via multi-channel access points to optimize entry efficiency with intergenerational play modules integrated under forest canopies, while strategic canopy opening enhances spatial permeability. Precision allocation by typology. Facilities are differentially configured across 3 garden typologies: community gardens, elderly, child-focused, public service gardens, school-adjacent, transit pocket gardens, street corner type. Standard provisions include cultural rest hub, family care pod, and a EDs, prioritizing vulnerable groups, seniors, children, and essential workers, sanitation couriers. Implementing the Park Plus concept via elastic spatial interventions, exemplified by Park Plus Children's Play Zone, sports activities, elderly leisure, nightscape. Eating Garden incorporates the campus cultural theme of the second high school by integrating emblems of major Chinese universities into the pergola structure. Anxiang Garden embodies the plum blossom theme through classical Chinese gardening techniques, featuring couplets with plum blossom motifs calligraphed by renowned masters, while integrating paving patterns and tracery windows with plum designs to create a poetic landscape realm. Xizhong Garden develops a rose-themed garden-style, non-motorized parking area. Taibai Garden translates Li Bai's poetic culture into an immersive poetic installation, achieving contemporary reinterpretation of the traditional Poetry City heritage. Yushanhu Lakeside Garden employs landscape narrative techniques to convert the lake's evolutionary history into an experiential spatial memory. Kangla Leisure Garden integrates the 1,000-character classic culture to create an Enlightenment colonnade, forming a cultural memory anchor shared by both long-standing and new residents. Wenyue Garden draws inspiration from Li Bai's moon theme, incorporating crescent moon gates, crescent-shaped play facilities, and a toast to the moon pavilion referencing Li Bai. A 365-meter pathway features a lunar phase educational corridor, illustrating moon cycles from waxing crescent to full moon, each phase annotated with astronomical terms and corresponding classical poetry. Huolishan Garden refines the cultural cipher of Huoli, a toponym combining Huo from Yu, Jia village, and Ni from Tiantu village into a core design language, echoing the regional context. Jinshu Garden integrates 24 solar terms wellness knowledge into its loop path, features interactive flip tiles with medical character puzzles in the children's zone, provides TCM plant education displays, and incorporates health-themed calligraphy, paintings, and pavilions. Jiashan Leisure Park utilizes the Hunan Road sidewalk interface, existing mountain trees, and elevation changes to form a linear recreational corridor with Jiashan's historical legends integrated into exhibition galleries and pavement graphics. Establishing the Ma Xiaobai brand system integrated into spatial signage systems, functional installations, and cultural creative peripherals across multi-scenario applications, creating interactive zones for photo hotspots and short video creation spaces, reinforcing community identity through sustained user-generated content reproduction to achieve value evolution from urban AP to spiritual collective. Throughout the project lifecycle, 1,246 citizen suggestions were collected, with resident suggestions constituting 46% of total proposals. Post-construction resolution of 2,123 resident requests achieved an 85% fulfillment rate. Activities such as tree stewardship programs and children's construction site experiences facilitated psychological transformation in 35% of residents, from opposition gives acceptance, gives co-creation, elevating voluntary maintenance rates by 51% to 83%, significantly strengthening socio-spatial attachment. Promoting the three-tier transformation strategy of underutilized open space, functionally integrated node, networked, Vitality Cluster across Yangtze River Delta mid-sized cities, elevating built-up area recreational service coverage from 58% to 89%, recognized by China's Ministry of Housing and Urban-Rural Development, MOHURD, as a pilot replicable landscape project.